Hello and welcome back to another episode of Graveyard Keeper. Today, I'm thinking we're going to start working on our alchemy section, because that way we can start making candles ourselves and actually get some better scrolls. So we'll get more faith, we can get more money. There's so many options that are unlocked through alchemy. And with that being said, let's get on to the video. Okay, so as you guys can see, there is plenty of space down the bottom here underneath the church, but you can't build trunks. If you could, it would save a lot of space and yeah, it'd be a lot easier. And I'm currently in the process of smelting down some graphite so I can make some steel parts, and I haven't unlocked the jointing technology yet, as you'll see in building over here. I am still getting blue technologies through the smelting process of conical flasks and advanced conical flasks, all those, and that's the easy way to get them while you're not really paying attention. So a bit later in the episode I will have some jointing made up, and that will allow us to make an alchemy workbench too. But even if you do have both schematics unlocked as I do here, you still want both of them. And I'll show you what the difference is between them right now. So this is the alchemy workbench single, and this is where it's only got two little sections to put in. Whereas the alchemy workbench 3 has 3 sections, but you do have to fill up all 3 sections. And some recipes only require 2, like paints and ink. So for example, let me go get some water and some oil. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have just opening up the seed oil so that we get some oil, but I've brought down both water and oil. It's because I don't remember if the recipe is ash with water or ash with oil for black paint. So we will have a look, and I think it's with water for this. If not, you get oil goo, which that is the game's little hint on what needs to be done. So as you saw, I got oil goo, and that was combining ash with water. There should be no oil there, but all this goo does, if it's a failed recipe, it will give you goo, and all that does is tells you what ingredient you need to put in instead of a different one. It doesn't tell you which ingredient needs to be switched. So if you do get, say, death goo, could mean you need death powder, could mean you need, death extract or death essence. So they're the 3 types of things you get. You get powders through the mill, which cabbage I'm pretty sure gives health, as that shows you, health powder. I've got my little hand mixer over here because it fits in perfectly. White flowers, they give you order. But yeah, so for powders you need to go to your mill. For solutions you need to go to your hand mixer, and for extracts you need to go to your distillation cube, and they take the longest because it's just a waiting game for that. So I recommend building a distillation cube early. That way you can start getting a bunch of extracts early. But with that being said, I'm going to quickly fill out some of this area with some storage, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so that's the last of the scroll shelves I'm wanting to put in for now. That way we've got one for solutions, one for extracts, and one for powders. That's just how I like to organize it. You don't have to do what I do with all of this. You can do it so many different ways. And I'm going to actually put down some alchemy racks in this little section here, which we haven't unlocked yet, so I can't build them anyway. But I can put the blueprints down for a couple of them. I'll go get some more flitches in a moment to do it. Because once we clear this debris, which I might do later anyway, we can actually get in here and start clearing it out. And that opens up a little secret passage from there's our morgue down here, into the church, into under our house, and all the way through to the town. It makes it a lot easier to get around. Okay, so as you can see, I've got all those blueprints down. Can't get in there to build it yet, but I'm going to go through how to actually make some recipes from start to finish. So for these recipes, there are so many different things. For instance, you don't know what grinds down or anything until you've actually researched it. So for example, so when you research something, if it can become a powder or an extract or a solution, it will actually show you after you've studied it that it can see for butterflies. It says powder and extract next to it in the decomposers into. But for brains, it's only solution. For intestines, it's only powder. And for hearts, it's only extract. But yeah, so I'll show you a quick white paint recipe from start to finish. I'm going to research some limestone, which I got from mining out the coal after I got that perk. You research it. Almost forgot to eat my cake, which that was honey cake. It's a new recipe for the Game of Thrones stuff, which is amazing. It is my new favorite recipe to cook. It's only a bit of pastry and one bit of honey. So as you see, every time I see that the extract's done, I always start a new thing. But yeah, so back to the white paint. Let's get the limestone into the mill and make some white powder. Now I'm going to make up a fair bit of this. I'll catch you guys once I've done that. So as you can see, I've ground down quite a lot of white powder. I've still got plenty of limestone. This is just the little bit I had on me. And the amount of powders you get is different for each ingredient. I'm going to actually, in editing, put up a... yeah, that's a mess. I don't like this at all. Yeah, sorry, distracted again. I'm going to put up a full list which Guardian actually found for me. I don't know who the original creator of it is, and I never actually looked at it before Guardian said he had it and that I could put it into this video. So whoever the original creator for this is, thank you very much. I hope you don't mind me using your hard work. So back to this recipe for the white paint. So I've made up plenty of white powder, and I've got oil and water with me, and I'm pretty sure this one is just water with the white powder. Okay, so as you see, I've gotten graphite glue from that. So if you look over here, no, I haven't created that one yet. Yeah, that little tab there, the 3 dots, the ellipsis, that shows you all of the recipes you've already made and know. So now at any time I can make black paint just by clicking here. But for the white powder and the oil, that gave me white paint. But with the graphite goo and the oil goo, let me just make that same mistake I made before with the ash with the water, and I'll show you exactly what you can do with it. Yeah. So for the goos, if you have 4 of them, definitely study it. And it doesn't tell you which one it is because it's created at the Alchemy Workbench, which, as you saw, that's through messing up a recipe. But for oil, you need to come to the hand mixer, and once you have 4 of any type, as long as you've researched it, you can work it back into the ingredient. So I hope you guys found that informative and make use of all of those ingredients, which again, a huge thank you to whoever made that list. It took me ages on my first couple of playthroughs to figure out what made what and what the recipes were. At some points I needed to look it up because I felt hopeless. So again, a huge shout out and a huge thank you. I hope you don't mind me using your hard work. Like I said, it would have been a massive task to put all of that together. But I hope you guys found this episode useful and found it entertaining. If you did, please let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing for future content. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.